Hi, I'm Dan Ihrke from Green Acre Sportsman Club and DT Systems Dog Training Equipment, and we're here with many of the different pieces of equipment that DT Systems offers that we will be using during our DT the Dog video series. And let's start out with what has made DT famous over the years, their collars. There'll be 3 different units that I'll be using on the video series. Let's start out with the smaller unit here. This is the micro Idt collar, and we're using it on DT when he's a smaller pup. It fits easier because it's got a smaller receiver, smaller collar here, so it doesn't get in the way with a smaller dog. Great for smaller breeds or for the novice trainer. Then we'll switch a little later on when DT gets bigger to the 1800 series, the H2O 1800 series. And one of the reasons that I use this is it is pro tough. It is literally set up for the most rigorous conditions. I use these collars every day, and they have many great features. Specifically, they have many different levels of momentary and continuous stimulation, so they have plenty of levels, but not too many to make it confusing. It's a waterproof transmitter and a waterproof receiver. If you get it out into rigorous waterfowl conditions, there's always a chance that you drop the transmitter. And the transmitter also floats. It's the world's only floating transmitter. So you'll see me use the 1800 H2O series a lot during the video progress. Another great product from DT Systems, which I've had the pleasure of working with recently, is the wrapped 1400 e-collar system. It has many of the same features that the 1800 series has, including a waterproof transmitter and receiver, floating transmitter, 16 levels of nick and continuous, also has vibrate. So it's really got everything that all the rest of the collars have, all the features you would need, plus this really, really efficient, ergonomic transmitter system. It's literally got a strap here, which you can easily tighten just by pulling on the strap. It's got a little strap here you put over your wrist, which allows you to maintain control if for some reason it did come off. And you can wear it in several configurations. You can wear it in the back of your hand, and this is the way I use it the most of the time. It allows you both hands-free operation. So we can operate a dummy launcher and still be able to make a timely correction, hold the leash in our hand, we can shoot with it on. So this has been probably the biggest innovation that I've seen in e-collars recently, and we're very proud that DT Systems has produced such an item. Okay, let's look at a few of the bumpers we're going to be using during the filming of DT the Dog, starting out with the puppy bumper. Now, I've only got one out here because DT Systems offers many different sizes and shapes of these puppy bumpers. But when you're training a puppy, obviously they're a smaller animal, smaller mouth. They'll also be losing their puppy teeth. So you want to make sure that you have a wide range of objects to throw for your dog. You want to get them used to picking up a plethora of different types of objects as the training process goes on. And DT offers many, many different sizes and shapes of bumpers. So check out the DT Systems site, dtsystems.com, and go through the different bumpers that are available from them. You'll see many options, including some larger canvas bumpers, both small and large of the DT soft mouth bumpers. I use these every day with the dogs, no matter what. I use the 2-inch bumpers for casting drills, and I use the 3-inch bumpers for both the casting and lining drills and marking situations. They're waterproof, and you can actually set how hard they are by using a valve that comes with the object. So if you want a softer bumper, you can just take some pressure out. If you want a harder bumper, you can put more pressure into the bumper itself. So another innovation from DT. These are absolutely great bumpers. The bumper itself helps train the dog. I call that situational learning, where the situation itself lends to training the dog. The shape of the bumper, the fact that it's got ridges to help the dog hold, and the softness of the bumper all lend to help training the dog to carry a retrieving object the proper way. Another exciting product that we use during the training of DT is the Super Pro dummy launcher. And this is literally a 22 caliber powered dummy launcher. I've actually got an old load inside of it, a little 22 caliber blank that's placed inside of this. And we just lock it in like that, and we place one of many different types of dummies that DT offers on top of it. And when you let this go, it fires the 22 caliber cartridge and launching the bumper a great distance. Now they have several different power intensities that are available, different size loads that will shoot the bumper different distances. So this is a really, really fun tool to play with your dog. It actually makes a loud report, simulating the gunfire that will occur in a waterfowling scenario. You can work on many, many different concepts with your dog, including making an association between the gun noise and a retrieve or a positive activity that the dog does, so building a positive association with gunfire. You can work on the obvious one, which is marking, learning to follow an object to the ground, remember where it fell, go straight out to it and come back. You can put some of the DT system sense on it and work on the dog going to the fall area of the retrieve, using his nose to find it, etc. Many, many different things. You can work on teaching your dog to be steady during the gunshot and the mark going off. Another great thing. So by using this, this is probably one of the best tools available on today's market for preparing a waterfowl dog for hunting season, because it's got the shot, the retrieve, the whole 9 yards. Whether it's a retriever, a pointer, or a flushing dog that you're training, it's of integral importance to have a good check cord. This is a 30-foot check cord available from DT Systems. We'll be using it while we're filming the DT the Dog series. Again, it's an essential piece of equipment. You've got to have control over the scenario, over each scenario with your young retriever, such that you can dictate how the dog is successful. And when we're at a distance, before we collar condition the dog, this is our main tool. So a good check cord is necessary. As you can see, this guy is a little bit weathered because we use it every day out here in our training operation where we train 50 to 100 dogs a year. So it not only is built with the right specifications, but it's also tough. So get one of these before you start your training. To get started, you'll need to have your leash and your strap collar on your puppy. And remember, we've got an older puppy here, but we're just using him to demonstrate techniques that you'll actually use with your younger dog. And the first step of this process is going to be going back to